Coming back to another session of relationship Q&A. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for everyone already on the stream. Thank you so much for coming. So in today's episode of relationship Q&A, we'll be talking about the place of love in a relationship or in marriage. So we're going to be talking about the fact that we actually have a question that says, is love enough for a relationship? So I'm here with my special guest, Roland. Okay. So it's my special guest. And someone was saying earlier today that this is the first time that a man is coming to be on my live stream. So super excited about that. And for everything he has to share with us today. But thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much, Roland, for accepting my invitation. I really do appreciate it. Apologies again for all the trouble from the streaming app, but I'm glad that finally we're here. Thank you so much. Young guys in Dubai, thank you for coming. Elias Matters, thank you so much for coming as always. Thank you so much. So today, like I said, we're talking about the place of love in a relationship. Is love enough to keep a relationship? And I think I'm going to be sharing the link as well, if I can, if this thing doesn't, so that anyone else can come up and tell us what they think. Victoria Marca, thank you so much for coming back. Thank you so much. Okay, so I just want you guys to put it in the chat. There was a poll, but the poll is no longer there because we had to close that stream. So on the poll, on the live stream, on the chat, just tell me what you think. Do you think love is enough to keep a relationship? Do you think love is enough for a relationship to survive, for a marriage to survive? Just tell me what you think in the chat, okay? And before Roland and I will crack on. So Roland is the expert today. Okay, so we're going to be learning from him, learning to see what he thinks about this question. Okay, so Elias Matters, Young Guys in Dubai, Victoria Marca, I don't think Richie is back, but thank you. And guys, don't forget to thumbs up the stream as you come in as well. Okay, but thank you so much. Okay, I think I'm a bit higher than you, Roland. Let's see if I can bring this down a little bit or up a little bit. Okay, so what do you guys think? Do you think love is enough to keep a relationship or not? Okay, before we crack on, let me know what you think. Welcome back, everyone. Thank you, Richie, for coming back. I really appreciate you for that. Thank you so much. You're laughing. Why are you laughing, Richie? Okay, so do you think love is enough to keep a relationship? I know I was talking to someone today and she said, no, love is not enough. No, actually, she said love is enough. Yeah, but I know that there are different opinions. Some people think it's a yes, some people think it's a no. Okay, so my laptop is down here. So if you see me looking down, it's because I'm trying to read your comments. Okay, but thank you so much. So I was talking to someone today and she said love is enough. Okay, and then there's someone else that said love is not enough. So I want to know what you think. Okay, look higher than him. Yes, that's what I said before. So I don't know if that's a bit better. Right, so I think that might be a bit better. Okay, but guys, tell me what you think. Do you think love is enough for a relationship to thrive? Do you think love is enough for a relationship to survive or not? What's your opinion on this? Okay, just tell me what you think in the chat. And if your friends are there, Roland, tell them to type as well. They're not there to just sit down and watch. Okay, tell us what you think. It's always, and the way we do this live stream, so try to do this live stream. It used to be every Sunday, but now we're making it twice a month. Okay, and the way we do it is it's always interactive, so that it's not just us here that are talking, but everyone is talking. So it's engaging, it's interacting, so that we're learning from each other as well. Okay, so if you could leave your comments in the chat. So Richie says yes. So you think love is enough to keep a relationship? That's fine. Okay, anyone else wants to give us your opinion? What do you think? Do you think love is enough to keep a relationship? Okay, so I'm not seeing anyone else typing, so we just crack on. Okay, so In your opinion, Roland, because this is why you're here, I know we're having a chat before, and you said something about um, the ingredients of a successful relationship. Okay, so, and that she can yet to be, thank you for coming. And that love is not, you don't think love is enough, but then this is Richie here saying that she thinks love is enough to keep that relationship. Okay, so where do we stand with this one? What do you think? Do you think love is enough to keep a relationship? What do you think, Roland?
Uh, Thank you for having me today. Wow, love is love enough to keep a relationship? And thank you everyone for joining the section. To me personally, I don't think love is enough to keep a relationship. It's a no for me. Not.
Right.
I have my reasons. So if you look at the word love, although we have different definitions of what love is, but to me, I believe love is an intense feeling of affection for someone. So because feeling, be it intense or not, it has every tendency to fade away slowly or gradually,
Yeah.
if not intentionally or properly nurtured.
Hmm.
You get? So love on its own is not strong enough to sustain a healthy relationship. It could kickstart a relationship, yes, but sustain it for a long period of time, it can't. There are other factors, there are other ingredients that love needs
To try.
five. And
Okay,
one of
just before you go on to the other ingredients, so you're saying that the reason you think, so first of all, you're saying that I know Richie is here, and Richie says, I was speaking to Richie today, and she says yes, love is enough to keep a relationship, yeah. But the reason you think love is not enough to keep a relationship is because it's a feeling, it's an
yeah,
emotion,
yeah,
yeah, and we know that emotions come and go. Yeah.
definitely,
So emotions, just like someone that's happy, you can be happy 1 minute and then the next minute you can be sad. Okay. And in terms of another emotion that we could express is anger. So you can be angry 1 minute and then after some time you're happy, or maybe the anger goes away. So those are emotions. But you said love is an intense feeling. So it's a very strong feeling, not just like anger or happiness. It's a strong one that can go for a long time. Okay, and it can kickstart a relationship. So I'm just repeating what you said. It can kickstart a relationship, but just like because it's a feeling, it can also fade.
yeah, definitely,
Yeah, it can also fade. And from my understanding, there are a lot of other reasons that would say, okay, love is not enough to keep a relationship. Because when it comes to relationships, there are a lot of things coming. A lot of things coming. Like, say for instance, there's ups and downs in relationship. Yeah, there are ups and downs. And if you say, no, I just love this person, I just feel this feel like, okay, I have this strong intense feeling for this person. When those ups and downs come, when those challenges come, then there's every likelihood that that relationship will not thrive.
definitely.
Is that, am I correct? Am I like,
Yeah, you're speaking my mind.
yes,
Yeah.
okay, I'll let you carry on.
So there are other ingredients that aid love that makes love to thrive over a long period of time, and one of it is communication.
Yeah.
So, talking about communication, communication is not just you talking; it's you actively listening to what to what the other person is saying or what your partner is saying.
Yeah.
For example, you could have a partner that would constantly say, "Oh, you're not always around. You're not
Mm.
there. This and that." But a natural response would be, if you're a man and your wife is telling you that, or your girlfriend is telling you that, your natural response would be, "Oh, I'm always working. I'm working so I could pay the bills."
Yeah.
If But if you're listening, you'd actually know that your wife is telling you or your partner is telling you that, "I need your attention. Your attention is needed."
Exactly. Yeah.
You- So it takes somebody to listen to actually know what the other person is trying to pass across. Do you understand me? So
Yeah.
Then it's you could love a person, but you don't know how to communicate that love to the person. It
Yeah.
becomes
Yeah.
a problem. And also in communication, you gain clarity.
Yeah.
Don't always assume, oh, this person would want this. This
Mm.
person uh is like this. No, you should always seek to gain clarity.
Yeah.
Or don't give room for assumptions. Or
Yeah.
you think this person is in this set of way. No, don't give room for that. Don't give room for assumptions. Always assumptions and gain clarity on the subject
Yeah.
or whatever the issue or situation may be. Always seek clarity.
Yeah. And in terms of communication as well, sometimes it's not a verbal communication, sometimes our body language as well.
Oh yeah,
And
I was
I think it was yesterday, I was having a conversation with my husband, and he says, "Oh, the expression on your face." I'm like, "Leave the expression on my face alone," you know. So sometimes it's not what you say, but the way you say it, and actually, sometimes you want to say something, you don't have the words to express it, but your body language, can tell, oh, does my partner like what I'm doing, or does my partner don't not like what I'm doing, or do they want me to do more? Sometimes you see a woman just sitting down like that. That's in a way telling you that I need you or I need your attention. And we all have our different love languages. Okay. And I think I can't remember if we've done a live stream on love languages as well. So part of communication is understanding. So listening, understanding your partner's love language and loving them that way, just like you rightly said. So I can say I love you, but I don't know how to love you. So yes, I love you, but I don't how do I show you that I love you? How would you feel? How would you know that I love you? So communication is really key. And I'll always say that communication is like this, just like the switch is to the bulb, so you need to turn on the switch in order for the bulb to come on. That's what communication is to a relationship. And I always use the example again of the oxygen to the lungs. So communication is like the oxygen that the relationship needs to thrive. So, and I like what you said. You said you need to listen and communicate to get clarity. So I've never had to think about it that way before, but you're so right. You want to get clarity, so you can't just assume that this person needs this or this is what this person is saying. You want to know what they are feeling, what they're saying, and then how to respond.
Yeah. So, in buttressing my point on communication, so how do you expressing love? Is you also communicating love? Do you,
Yeah,
do you talk about the love languages. So you need to know your partner love language.
yeah,
You love this person, but you're expressing it the wrong way, the way the person
yeah,
does wants to be loved. Do you get?
yeah,
So you need to know love language. What works for the person? You get? So you could
yeah.
actually communicate love to this person. So for some people, they grow up they grow up in the way in the sense that their dad always takes their mom out, probably on a weekend. So that's how they know that, oh, love is being communicated. So if you don't take
Yeah,
them, oh, come on, you're not showing me the kind of love I know.
yeah. Oh, how I know how to be loved, or how I want to be loved.
Yeah, do you understand? So you need
Yeah,
to take out time to know your partner, and you
yeah,
can only know their communication when you
yeah.
listen. But you not just and I would just give some steps that could help. Probably you're going through a particular issue or with your partner, or there's something that you want to talk about, but you don't know how to go about it, or you want to gain clarity. You get
Mm,
pick an appropriate time to have
yeah,
this discussion.
yes,
Should be great. You cannot just go and meet somebody when you know that this person is distressed or this person is actually tired and you want to bring up a particular issue. No, that's not the time.
yeah,
So pick up an appropriate time when you know that your partner is relaxed. You get
yeah,
then find something to compliment the partner about. Don't just
mm,
start all the problems, all the issues. No, you could pick out the strength of your partner. You could
mm,
give some, you know, make him relaxed and comfortable. Then you focus on how you feel at that
Yeah.
moment. Understand? Then you then state why you feel that way.
Mm.
Focus on how you feel. Tell your partner how you feel. Then why you feel that way. Then state your clarify your need.
Yeah.
What's why you feel that way. Then you clarify your need. Make a request or probably tell the person to talk about the problem with you or the issue whatsoever. Then you thank the person for listening. Then also it's not just you talking. Ask your partner, is there any other thing too that he or she would want to talk about?
Yeah.
It's not just you talking, stating all of your concerns and the
Yeah.
person say, then thank your partner, then ask him or her what any concerns that we want to share with you as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this could help you gain clarity on some issues that probably you're going through or with your partner or in life.
Mm. Yeah,
So that,
and I agree. I agree with you when it comes to communication. So yes, you have needs, but you don't just bring that need at any time. Or if you have an issue, you don't just wake up first in the morning and start talking, or maybe in the middle. As in, you need to be able to read your partner to say, okay, this is the right time that I can bring this issue forward, and then communicate. And when you're communicating, you say something, then tell them how you feel. Okay, so let it be about you. Do you understand? So it's about you. You can say, for instance, this is, I feel this way because of this. Don't say, you've done this to me, because they might have done something without knowing. And whatever they did is not the reason you're feeling that way, it's your interpretation of that action, your interpretation, or whatever it is that you've done that's making you feel that way. So you can't blame people for your feelings, but you can say, okay, I feel this way because you've done this. Okay. So it's important that we pick out the right time. It's important that we say it, make it about you. Okay, now this is the issue. How would you like to resolve it? What would you like going forward? And that's all communication skills. This is how I'm feeling. This is how I would like it to be going forward. Okay, is there anything, have you got anything else to say? Okay, or have you got any concerns about what I've said or about anything else? Because it's two people in a relationship, not one person. So you
yeah.
can't just talk, and then that's it. You want to listen to the other person as well. Okay, so that's a very important point on communication. Thank you so much for that. So I'll let you continue.
So another factor is finance. Finance, yes, this is another dicey one.
Mm,
Yeah, because if you love someone, you should be able to try to provide or support them,
yeah.
meet their needs and all of that. But
Mhm.
especially for people that are just starting a relationship,
Yeah.
know each other. And sorry, I'm going to say this, but it's important that as a man, or that when you're trying to get to know someone, a lady, you should, or probably let me come from the let me address the ladies now. Like, it's important that when you're starting a relationship with a guy, it's important that you take her time to know the person first. It's
Absolutely.
an opportunity for you to transfer your views to the
Mm.
person at that initial stage, because for persons it could pass off as, does this person or help? Do you get me? It's
Yeah.
important that initial stage, that time should be dedicated in getting to know this person, not an opportunity to transfer your financial views
Mm.
to them. So for some guys, it's a turn off.
Yeah, of course.
It is. So it's important that you try to take those. You've been doing it. So why for that initial stage? And truly, a man that really loves you would naturally want to provide for you. So it's not for you to start and asking and asking. So that being said, for talking about finance, it is important that you go into a relationship with somebody that has um going to marriage, somebody that has a stable source of income, not hope, not
Mm.
expecting, not a stable source of income should be there that both of you can grow with. You know,
Yeah.
do you understand? So
Yeah.
not I'm expecting or I'm hoping, or there should be a stable source of income that both of you
Can I
can
just
come.
ask, when you say the person has to have a stable source of income, is it, does one person's income need to be higher than the other person, or does it need to be someone that's doing very well financially or not?
The person that necessarily does not have to be doing financially well. Do you get? The person should be financially driven,
Mm.
and it's important that the person, your partner should be financially driven. You get at
Mm.
that point, you may not have it all. You get,
Yeah,
and the what you're saying, the potentials, the person should be financially driven, and you would know if you see a financially driven person, you would know the person will actually make efforts. You will
yeah,
see everywhere. You understand? You could actually see the person wanting to do something, going out there trying to, get things done.
yeah,
So you should actually focus on, if you're not married, somebody that is
yeah,
financially of all the old rich and all other stuff, but the person should be financially driven. Then both of you can actually, work together to create worth or build worth. Do you
yeah.
get?
I guess the key point that you're bringing out from there is that it needs to be stable. If you're going into a relationship with someone, doesn't necessarily mean that the person might have the whole world. The person just has to have a stable source of income. It doesn't matter how much you're earning each month or each week. It just
Yeah,
needs to be stable so that you know that, okay, with this you can plan to say, okay, this is what we're getting every month and this is what we can use it for. Because if it's not stable, it might get to a point whereby you both begin to struggle. So
yeah,
yes, the person has financial aspirations, financially driven, but if that person doesn't have a stable source of income, then the advice that I will give is give it some time until this person is stable, no matter how little it is. So long as there's something coming in regularly, then you can go into that relationship for long
yeah.
term.
Exactly. So also talking about, because it's a relationship, definitely financial decisions will be made. Do you get? So it's imperative that you carry your partner along. You get? It's not just you. Probably you are the one anymore. It's you
Mhm.
that you spend the money as you like. You should always seek to carry your partner along. You get? And I would advise that the person that is most financially intelligent should, spearhead that. It doesn't matter who earns more, or the
Yeah,
the person that you know that, okay, financially the person is more intelligent or vast, should actually,
yeah,
it should be share that decision, or do you get? So it's not
yeah,
just probably you earn more or you don't share with your partner. Those decisions should be jointly made. So it
yeah,
will not be this, you didn't tell me, it has backfired. Or you could even make such decisions and you don't tell your partner, it turned out well. But for trust, for building trust, it's really important that you carry your partner along. You
yeah,
get, as small it may be, or the project or whatsoever. Try to carry
yeah.
your partner in terms of financial decisions between our among yourself or in the family.
Yeah, and I agree with that because if you look at research, finance is one of the major causes of divorce in relationships, in marriages, is one of the major one. People keeping secrets from each other in terms of their finances, and also if one person is having to bear all the burden, financial burden of the home, or if both parties are working, both parties are earning, and one person is bearing the burden, and also if only one person is working, only one person is earning. So, and I think I was having a conversation with my husband yesterday about this same, not this topic, but about finance. And what we said is that it's a man is a natural provider. And I think you touched on it just now, like if we shouldn't, as women, don't put your financial burden on your partner, especially at the early stage. With time, the man is okay, you know what, I want to provide for this person. Okay. A woman is not a natural provider. So the man so that's who the man is. The man wants to take care of his family, wants to take care of his wife. The woman, on the other hand, what we want to do is spend the money. Somebody said we are bread eaters. You are the breadwinner and we are the bread eaters. So we want to spend the money. But then there's some circumstances whereby it now falls on the woman to provide. Maybe the man has lost his job, or maybe
Yeah.
something happened. Maybe the man is not able to work temporarily. Sometimes when that happens, the woman can bear it for maybe a few weeks and a few months. After some time, because it's not natural to her, she begins to show some kind of behaviors, like she becomes bossy, she's not happy because it's not her. So you're putting something on her that is not natural. So it takes a mature mind. And that's what I said to him last night. Like, it takes a matured mind, a mature woman to know that, okay, this is only temporarily. Therefore, let's bear it. Let's just go through it in the long run.
Yeah.
So yes. So when the woman becomes the provider, easily divorce happens. Because why are you here? You can't even provide for me. Why do I need you? I can provide for myself. So why do I need a man? Why do I need you if you can? So things like that. Finance is one of the I think the second major cause of divorce in marriages. Well, thank you so much. I'll just read a comment. So Victoria is saying, but if you finish taking and ask your partner, what do you have to say about all that? Okay, if you finish talking, I said, and his response is, oh, sorry, what did you say? Or he said, I have nothing to say. What would you do? So she's going back to the communication part. When you said, okay, you've said what you want to say, and then you ask the partner, have you got anything to say? And the partner is saying, oh, I didn't hear you. Clearly, that person wasn't listening.
Yeah.
And the person says, I've got nothing to say. So she's asking, what would you do at that if you were the one?
Okay. Yeah. So, like I would always say, you should always look out for patterns. Do you get? You should always look out for patterns. Is that the first time, or is it the second time? Clearly, if it's something that happens regularly, you get the person always says that, then the person, I don't think the person, I don't think the person wants
Wants peace in that relationship.
person wants peace. I don't think the person is cool with you, or I don't think the person wants things to work out.
It might be that the person is avoiding that communication. The person doesn't want to talk about it. Do you understand? So what I'll do is try to push. What do you mean you don't have anything to say? So after everything I've said, what do you have to say? This is what I've said. This is what I've said. What do you think? So I'll try to push and ask it in a different way just to get your response. Okay, because there are times that maybe the other person is already angry with you for doing what you did, and you're coming to talk to me, and then you're asking what I want. I have nothing. I don't even have anything to say to you. Just leave me alone for now. So if you push and they still don't have anything to say, then you can come back at a later time. So, and that's why you said we need to be able to read our partners to know the right time to talk.
Yeah, and apart from that, I believe that probably what she's trying to the angle she's coming from is, after you've done all this, you get, and a person is still telling you, I don't have anything to say. That's why I said you need to look out for
The
patterns.
patterns, yeah.
Like, this person lacks communication skills? Do you get? You need to look at that. You look at for patterns and know if it's something that happens regularly, is with this person. It could be a particular issue, and person sincerely doesn't have anything to say. Do you
Yeah,
get? But it happens all the time. You're trying to gain clarity, and this person doesn't want to open up, doesn't want to have a sincere conversation, honest
yeah,
conversation. Then something is wrong. You get, and it's a red flag for you.
Yeah, definitely.
Be
Definitely.
where you cannot clarify things and move forward. Do you get? So that's a red flag for you. So it depends on you to now weigh your options. Is it what you can cope with, or do you want to
Yeah.
work? You
Yeah.
get, so weigh your options, like, because there is no reason why that should be there in the first place if the person wants you in his or her life. Because
Yeah.
he, you get, I cannot be trying to gain clarity on a particular issue and all the time
And you're
you have
saying you don't want to talk.
to talk about it.
Yeah, I agree. Those are red flags. And what we always say is when you're in a relationship with someone, you're not just there with your feelings like, oh, I feel this, I love this person. So your antennas are alert to pick out those red flags to say, okay, is this the kind of person this person is? Because when you're in a relationship, it's easier for you to break out. And I always say a broken relationship is better than a broken marriage because when you now go forward, so you're seeing these red flags, you go ahead and marry that person, it will cost you even more heartache. It
Yeah,
will be more difficult to break out of it because there's been families are now involved, you are now tied together, maybe in the church or in the court. A lot of things are now involved. Maybe you now have children, that are
yeah,
going to suffer when well, not suffer in that sense, but it's going to affect the children, it's going to affect the families and your friends as well. So we want to be looking out for these red flags before we go into a committed relationship with that person. And if this person is that kind of person that, you know what, I don't have anything to say, it means that to me, they're not genuinely interested in what you have to say. And if it's a pattern, like Roland said, it's a pattern that you notice that this person doesn't seem interested in me or in what I'm saying or anything for that matter, then at that point you want to review that relationship. Review your relationship and weigh your options and then make a decision. And I always say I won't advise you to break up a relationship at the first instance.
yeah.
Okay, so I won't say okay because the person doesn't listen to you, then just break up with him. What Roland is saying is look for patterns. So if it's a pattern, then you want to review the relationship and then weigh your options. I hope that answers your questions, Victoria. I hope it does. Um, but yeah, you can continue.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here we talk about finance, and one the should I say the last one? Okay, another important one is sex. Yeah, sex. Some people don't usually have some partners don't usually have sex discussion, and given that the way sex it's to some they take it highly, they take it very important, and to some people sex is not really a big deal to
Yeah.
get. So because people have varying views about sex and opinion, so it's important that couples or whoever you're in a relationship with should have such discussion, because you could actually be making sex the wrong way to a person and the person is not feeling you and the person is like, oh god, what's this, what's happening? Do you understand?
Yeah.
So you should always have that, you should ask your partner how they want
Yeah.
sex.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just
So
don't
you
say, I don't know if you can say that word or those live streams so that they won't take down my monetization. Yeah. The S word.
the X word to say you should always you should always ask your partner how they want the X word. You get
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's important that couples talk about it.
Yeah.
Maybe the way the person doesn't want it, or the person is not used to it that way. And some people shy away from it, especially ladies. They could probably they probably think that the man would think, oh, they are wild, they've done rubbish in the past. Blah, blah, blah. No, if it is important to you, you should talk about it, because if you're not getting it from your partner, you want to look elsewhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
You would want any temptation that comes. So
Yeah.
likewise to the guy too. Women
Yeah.
ask, you want how do you want the X word? Do you get? So
Yeah.
let them tell you how they want it, because it's really
Yeah.
really people, it has caused divorce, so it's not.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, so if it's an important part of your life, you should gain clarity from your
Yeah.
partner relationship with. You're able to have these discussions. Forget about how the other person would perceive it, but you also need to present it in the right way. You know,
Yeah.
you're not good. Do you understand? You need to,
Yeah.
in a proper way that's
Yeah.
acceptable, not just,
Yeah.
but his or her weaknesses, blah blah.
Yeah.
No, present
True.
it well. I think we
Yeah.
could do more. We could do it this way. I think I prefer it this way. Do you get? So
Yeah.
have conversation with your partner, and I believe definitely you have a better. Uh,
Yeah, and I agree with you because a lot of people shy, like you said, a lot of people shy away from it. A lot of women, obviously, and ladies shy away from having these conversations, even though they're not happy in their relationships, in that aspect of their relationship. And I'm also aware that we all have different appetites. Yeah,
yeah,
we all have different appetites. Some people's appetite is up there. Some people are here and some people are here. So
yeah,
if someone that's up there gets married to someone that's down, then there might be an issue. You'll have to meet somewhere in the middle. And I'd like to meet somewhere in the middle, you need to have that conversation. Okay, because the last thing you want is if you have a high appetite, then someone is dulling your appetite. Like you understand? Because if it's what makes you happy, it makes you happy. You
yeah.
know, you don't expect somebody else because you there's one lady I watch her channel. She'll say nobody can dull my stars. You understand? That's what she talks about on her channel. I say nobody. Say if that's the case, she'll rather take you up there. You can't bring her down. You understand? So you need to have that conversation with your partner and say, okay, you know this is me. This is how I like it, or this is how much I like it. But I know also that you're not so keen, but we'll need to meet in the middle. Otherwise, you'll be doing me a disfavor. At the end of the day, I won't be happy. I won't be fulfilled. I won't be happy in my relationship with you. Okay. And it might be that one person likes it in a certain way and the other person likes it in a certain way. You can tell the person, okay, this is what I would like you to do, or this is what I would like. It's really important because again, there's some people that live together like brothers and sisters.
Yeah,
You understand? So they are couples, they've been together for maybe 1 year, 2 years, and suddenly they are now like, bro, and God forbid, I don't want my relationship to be like that. You understand? So, what's the essence of having a relationship with you if we're not doing what we're supposed to be doing? So, yes, we have children or we want to have children, but at the same time, it's meant to be enjoyed. So, we want to be able to enjoy it as well, not just um be in the house like brother and sister. So yes, we need to have that conversation with our partners to say, okay, this is what I like and this is what I like. Oh, I like it too much and you like it too little. Well, let's meet in the middle. It's really important because again, that's one of the leading causes of divorce in marriages. And like you said something as well. If you're not getting what you want from your partner, the tendency for you to look out is there. You know,
yeah,
and you might not necessarily go out, but you'll be thinking of, oh, maybe someone you've been with before that used to do this, that used to do that. Before you know, you are calling the person on the phone, you know, or call someone. So it's really important that we have these conversations and pay attention, especially if your partner is telling you, like, okay, I want this, I want that. Don't just throw them away to say, okay, it doesn't matter. It does matter to them because if it doesn't matter, they won't be talking about it.
exactly,
Yeah,
exactly. And present it. You should present it well because you could, it could actually, you could actually present it in a wrong way, and it leads to something else. So you have
yeah,
to present such issues. You get, but
yeah,
you have to talk about it. It's
yeah.
part of what makes you happy. So you need to talk about it with your partner. Let
Yeah,
them know they're not doing it right the way you want it.
yeah,
So it's to come to an agreement or do things that would make both of you happy. So
yeah.
that's
And
good.
don't shy away from it as well. And a lot of ladies do shy away from it. And there's a conversation that says the majority of so every time a man has intercourse with a woman, majority of the time, let's say 90% of the time, it gets to climax and then he releases. But for women, like 90 or 95% of women don't get there.
Yeah, that's
Do you
true.
understand? So a lot of women don't get there. As soon as the man gets to where he's going, he comes and then that's it. But the woman doesn't. So if and so women actually haven't experienced that part before because I don't know, they've not been with someone that will take them there. But as for me, I feel like okay, if you're having this intercourse with someone, then you want to be able to get to that place. If you're not getting there, tell the partner like, you know what, I want you to take me there. You can't be landing and then I'm getting halfway. you know,
And
don't take me halfway.
perhaps really difficult when they've been with somebody that have taken them there, and for some reason they're not together and they're now with you and you can't take them there.
It's
It becomes
devastating.
a very big issue. So ladies as well, you need to know that okay, it can be improved on. You just have to and the only way that can happen is when you talk about it. So instead of
Yeah,
looking, sit your partner down and have the conversation.
yeah,
You know that they're doing it wrongly with you, like you're not
yeah.
in what you get. So, and I believe any reasonable person will want to,
To adjust.
just
Yeah. But yeah, that's all right. Thank you for that point as well. Very important. Those 3 points that you've mentioned. So we talked about communication, we've talked about finance, we've also talked about intercourse. So those are actually very important points. I don't know if you have any other points.
these are the three major for me. But I know there is respect, there is trust, and all of that. But these three are the major. Like,
Yeah. And there's, like you said, there's a lot of, so we can say, oh, I love him, I love him, I love him. But when challenges come, I've seen people that claim to love each other, and then when challenges come, you won't even believe that is this same person. I use myself as an example. I was in a relationship whereby before, as in when we started, it was like, if I'm not with you, I'm going to die. Do you understand? As in the love was on fire and all of that. But time came, we had challenges and everything just turned. And for me, I'm like, is this the same person? Do you understand? So yes, that love was there, but over time with challenges, things could change. So things that could keep a marriage, other ingredients, because you talked about the ingredients that will keep a relationship or a marriage. Ingredients like accepting the person the way the person is, because you can say you love someone and then you're with the person for 6 months, you realize that I don't like this thing about this person, you know, and the love could begin to diminish at that point. So you want to accept the person the way the person is. Okay, you want to trust and respect, like you mentioned. So yes, if I'm in a relationship with you and I can't trust you, then where are we going? I don't know. Someone is saying she agrees with you to an extent, so not not throughout. I don't know if I can let's see if I can share the link. If I copy that, share the link to see what Richie has to say. Mm. So, Richie, if you want to come up and tell us what you think, why you're saying you agree with us to an extent, that would be highly appreciated. This is when I start struggling again. I shouldn't have touched this thing. I should have just left it the way it is. I won't know how to add Richie now. Um,
yeah, I think it's coming out.
no, I don't want this chat here. God. Mm. Richie, if you want to join so that I'll know what you think, why you're saying that. Um, then it's fine. Okay. I started to play with this thing again. I'll just leave it. That's not what I want. I'll just leave it. So Rich is saying that she agrees with us to an extent. Can you just type on the chat why you agree with us to an extent? Why not completely? Why you don't agree with us? Okay, I think she's there already. Okay. Let's hear you, Richie. Why you don't agree and which part do you not agree with? Hello?
Hello, everyone.
Hi,
Hello.
Richie. Hello?
Hello, Mr. Roland.
Hello. Thanks for
Hello, everyone.
Hi, Richie. Hello?
Why am I hearing myself?
I don't know. Let me mute myself.
Hello, everyone. Why am I hearing myself? Why am I hearing myself?
I don't know. Everyone, can you mute yourself?
Hello, everyone. Why am I hearing myself? Why am I hearing myself?
I don't know. Everyone, can you mute yourself?
Hello, everyone. What is happening? Why am I hearing myself?
I don't know. Have you got any other device on? Please turn it off.
What is happening? Hello?
That's better. Thank you.
It's better now. Okay.
You had something else on, Abby?
Yes, I actually had my other device on. I didn't even know
That's
that.
good.
Okay, so I truly agreed with our guest here about the respect, the communication, and the finance. But I still, in my own opinion, anytime, any day, believe that love is enough. Yes, I won't be going round, but I'll just hit it like with normal things that we see. Why I believe that love is enough is you see all these things you mentioned, especially the finance part. Yes, there are lots of people like our host said many marriages have destroyed because of finance. You know, love has different category. That is what I would just say. Love have different category. There are love for sex that you just there are love for the ex one that you just see the person, you will feel so strong in your heart that you love this person, that you can die for this person. Within you, you will just feel it that if not this person, then no other person. But immediately you go pound down with this person, it's gone. And there are some that you will believe in your heart that you love this person for years, that you love this person, but you don't know that you actually don't love this person until temptation comes in. Yes, until temptation comes, you can even live with somebody for 11 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20. But once temptation comes in, then you will know if you truly love this person. You discussed a case one time when a lady said that her husband is no longer her class or something, you know.
Yeah.
Yes, these people have lived together. Even the man brought her. She has been enjoying this man
Yeah.
until it what is it called? Let me say temptation came in and
Yeah.
love wasn't there anymore. Then at the end of the what did we conclude? That she never loved this man, because if she loved this man, she wouldn't just because of class
Yeah.
to say that she's not going to marry the man anymore, you know. So that is why I believe. And again, there are people that will say that they love this person, and once this person falls sick, you know, once this person falls sick, they are no longer, they won't be there. They will be
Yeah.
rejected. especially maybe this sickness that will make the person to pull on the body,
Yeah.
that will make the person disabled, as in the person won't be able to do anything again, and you'll be the one to be carrying the person. As in, you want out, your patient to be gone, your tolerance, everything out.
Yeah.
That X word that your body will be doing you jiggy jiggy. The person is no longer capable to do it. You go out.
Yeah.
But trust me, if the love is there, come rain, come sunshine. That is where they say, like when you where they will say for better for worse. This is what we talk about.
Yeah.
That is what we say. The love is enough for
Yeah.
me. That is why I believe that love. We talk about finance. Yes, the finance is very important. But do you know that even when you don't have money,
Yeah.
but the love is there, the two of you understand yourself. The love is there. Your love is strong enough to bring to open doors for you.
Yeah.
This is what I believe, that your love is strong enough to open doors for you.
Yeah. Yeah. So what you're talking about there, Richie, is mature. To me, I feel is maturity in love, because love grows. Do you understand? So we can
Mm-hmm.
say, oh, I love this person, I love this person, I love this person. But when those challenges come, like you said, when the person becomes unwell, or maybe for that case we talked about,
Mm-hmm.
and the woman now starts earning more than the man, she's like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
I don't love this person anymore. Because love is a feeling, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But when you get to a situation where you now decide, so it's a decision,
Yeah.
yeah, when you now decide that, okay, I want to be with this person because I love them, therefore I would work to make this marriage or this relationship last. So I agree, love is enough, because if you love someone, you will be patient with them, you would respect them, and all of that. But you can also love someone, and those things are not there. So loving someone to make that marriage work is an intentional act. Do you understand? So for marriage to work, they have to love is a must. So, well, not a must, because for marriages, there's no love or the marriage is going, even though the people are not happy. Yeah. So love is a good thing. We need love in our marriages, but there's a lot of other things, other ingredients that's needed for that marriage to work.
And I still
Communication.
believe that those ingredients are tied to this love that I'm talking
But then
about.
I use myself as an example. I dated someone in the past, and when we started, it was on fire. Do you understand? So nobody in this world that saw us then would believe that this relationship would not work. You understand? Because if he doesn't see me, if he doesn't get me on the phone, is where are you? If I say okay, if I do something and it doesn't make him happy, or if I say I don't want to again, he'll cry and cry and cry and cry. Do you understand? That kind of like, oh, it's all emotions. It's emotion. So you talked about different classes of love. So yes, I would agree with that. So this one in is at that time, yeah, because we just started. At that time, he was so much in love. He was loved me. He would do this. He would buy me this, spend all his money for me, and all that. But as time went on, challenges came, and then he realized that, you know what? I don't think so. I love this person, no, but I know we'll fit continue with this person because, and you talked about being sick, someone being unwell. So yes, I love this person, but can I cope in the long term? Say for instance, this person becomes bedridden for the rest of their life.
Patient, yeah.
Yeah. So I love, so there's no disputing the fact that I love this person. I love this person, but this person now is now sick, you know? So how am I? So that's when they start thinking, will I be able to take care of this person? Does that mean that I'll be the one to be cleaning this person up every day? If the person is mature in love, they'll say, yes, I would, because I've decided. I remember I talked about decision before. I've decided
Mm-hmm.
to be with this person. So yes, I would stay with them, because over time my love for this person has matured, has grown. But if they're not mature in love, then they're like, no, I don't think I'll be able to do this for the long run. After all, I've got my life to live. I can't be tied to this person. So yes, the love is still there, but it's not strong enough for me to go through this for the rest of my life. So
So I
I,
think we are saying the same thing.
yeah,
Yeah. that is when I say that there are different stage of love.
Yeah.
Like the example you gave with your ex, I also shared my story with you
Yeah,
on
with
your live
us.
stream,
Yeah.
But when it happened, it was like a film to me and everyone around me. Even
Yeah.
up to today, the people we lived the same compound, if they call me, they will say, "Ah, Richie." So this is just true now that the two of you, did,
Yeah.
because we had dreams, like beautiful dreams. We
Yeah.
had dreams, but at the end of the day, the love wasn't here. The what is it called? The feeling, the love didn't carry. I don't know how to say the when the
It wasn't
temptation
strong
came.
enough.
Yeah, when the temptation came, then I knew that I was just on my own.
Yeah.
But if you are going to, if you want to truly go through these things, you have to be with the person that loves you the same way you love this person.
I can hear you, Richie.
Be the only one in that love book. The two of you have to hold yourself hand to hand. And guess when you talked about communication,
Yeah.
you can communicate, you can talk. This person will understand you. You do everything, the sign language and everything. But when the temptation comes, will this person's eyes be open to really see the what you are trying to communicate to him or her?
Yeah.
Will
Yeah,
this
and I
person?
agree with you.
Yeah.
I agree with you. Love is a must in a relationship. And someone has a different opinion there, Mr. Rock.
Yes, everybody has a different
Yeah.
opinion, but I
Yeah.
believe this is mine and this has worked for me.
Yeah, of
So,
course.
yes.
Of course. Mr. Rock is saying that the only thing that guides marriage is trust, not love, because there's something position of love. Money, Haribo says, no woman, no cry, no money, no love. you know, some
If
people,
we're trying to use parable, then we'll just go straight to our manual, the Bible, that said that we should love. Love is the greatest of them. Love is the greatest. If you go to our manual, you will not see money there. You will not see communication or any other thing. You will see love
yeah,
there, meaning that this love
yeah,
comes with a lot of things. So if you have this love, you have everything. Just as we say that if you marry someone that has the fear and love of God, then this person is likely not to hurt you. So this is what
Roland is
I
shaking his head.
myself I
Let's hear what
believe.
Roland has to say.
Yeah.
Please, if you have love, you don't, please.
Sorry?
I beg to disagree.
He said
What
if
did
you have
you
love, you don't have
Love
everything.
everything.
Yeah.
You don't have
say?
anything.
So why do you say that?
Hmm.
Like I said, she was talking about maturity in love and all of that. I would want to, but it's like a different concept of what love is. Do
Yeah,
you get?
Hmm.
So when you can't say if you have love, you have love automatically does not gives you finance. Does not automatically gives you a great. Does not automatically gives your other partner communication skills because you want to be you want to suffer in silence for the rest of your life, or you want to be in bondage, or you want to be unhappy. That's when you pay. You definitely love kickstart a relationship. That I agree. Have some form of feelings for this person, for whoever you want a relationship with. That I agree with you. It can build a relationship, but
yeah,
all other factors need to be put into consideration. Do you
yeah,
understand?
yeah,
That does not give you a reasonable partner in quotes. You
yeah.
can be toxic for extremely toxic.
You're breaking. This is me again.
Yeah.
It's breaking,
It's
Abby.
breaking.
Okay,
Yeah.
continue. Let's see.
You can love somebody and the person is toxic for you.
Yeah, exactly.
Do
I
you
was
get
going to come on
so
that.
you
Then
should
the love is one-sided.
No.
be
Oh
it
my God.
one-sided or not. Okay, I forgot. Okay, let me also add this. Wherever you're in a relationship with, or your relationship is sustainable, you have to have a shared vision. You get shared vision, shared values. Do you understand? No, you're going this way and the other party is going left. You're going right, the
Yeah.
other party is going left. You have to have a shared vision. Do you
Yeah.
get? Have, like,
Yeah.
you understand? So
Yeah.
this over time, this over because you cannot just wait. Probably you've been in a relationship with someone for a very long time. You've built that relationship to an extent. You get, you know that okay, you've seen that communication with this person is good. Do you understand? It will be difficult for you to want to break out. You get, because you know that nobody may be able to communicate with you the way this person does. When you have somebody that listens to you, you don't know what you have a lot. You understand? Some people may love you, like it's a feeling, but they don't listen to you when you talk. They want to be heard, but they don't want to
How is
listen to
that
you.
even possible?
Yeah. So I'm just gonna come before you move forward. When you talked about you can love someone and that person could be toxic. We've seen situations whereby you know that there are people that okay, they know that they're not happy in the relationship, or maybe the person abuses them physically or emotionally, or they stay in that relationship because they think they love the person. Do you understand? Some people are in toxic relationships, some people are in marriages, okay, because they had a feeling a long time ago, even though they, just like you said, relationship, the love is one-sided. Or the other person might even think that they also love you, but they are obsessed,
Yeah,
you know? So they are obsessed with you, and you're obsessed with the person again, because that's all I can say. Because if this relationship is toxic, we've seen people that they are both fighting each other, but they won't leave each other because they think they love each other. That relationship is not healthy. But again, they claim to love each other until something bad happens. You know, so I agree with you, and I agree with Roland as well. So yes, love is really important in relationships. But Roland mentioned something just now about shared values and principles, shared vision. So yes, I love you, you love me. What are your visions? What do you want for the future? What do I want for the future? So if we want different things, then what happened? Richie is gone. If so, we might love each other, but if we have different set of
first.
values, different vision entirely, where is that going to take us? Only be hitting the rock, moving going towards the rock to go, and the relationship will break up at the end of the day. I'll just read Mr. Ross comment where it says that it is trust the guy relationship. He said if a man is sick and have money, a lot of women will still love him. Do you understand? Because that money is there and that's what they are looking for. Okay, likeness is far better than love, because love is deceit, just the best avenue to trick each other. I'm trying to come again. Okay, let's have a look. See if you're here. Let me know when you're here so that I can add you on again, Richie. So yes, I agree with you. Love, there's no disputing the fact that love is important in relationships. One of my streaming is having issues. Okay, that's fine. Um, yeah. So love is important in relationship, but it's not enough. I don't know if anyone else has any other opinion apart from Richie and Mr. Rock. It's not enough, because we know that okay, Richie is back. We know that things happen along the way. There's turbulence along the way in your relationship. Some people fall sick. Sometimes the man loses his job, or the woman loses his ability to make money, or maybe the woman loses her physical beauty, or something changes in both your lives. So if you have decided, and that's why I said it's a decision. So if you have gone to that place of maturity where you said, okay, you know what, I've decided to love you, I've decided to respect you, I've decided to trust you. So it's all a decision. If it's that feeling we're talking about, the emotion, it fades. I don't know if I'm making any sense.
Yeah, you are. You are, because over time you must have built trust with this person.
Yeah.
the respect definitely would have been there for you to even get to that extent, except you're the type that wants to be in a relationship and you're unhappy and you're cool with it. But if you're the
Yeah.
kind of person that sees these are things that would give you happiness regardless. Do you
Yeah.
understand? When you trust, you're not, oh, is he going to do this? Or he has done this. Do you understand? You're not
Double
confident.
guessing. Yeah.
Yeah, you're in doubt all the time. You know, definitely you've built trust over the years.
Yeah.
You respect each other. You guys' communication skills is top notch.
Yeah.
You talk and know the angle from where you're coming from. You
Yeah.
understand? Like I communication. If you have somebody that listens to you talk, you don't know what you have. You have a whole lot. You
Yeah.
get with your communication. Financially, both of you have been there for each other. You get uh in terms of intercourse wide, it's great for both of you. Do you understand? And something happens along the line. It's I don't think it's really rare to see somebody that will back down. It's people would actually, but it's difficult for I believe it would be really really difficult for you to have built this for over the years. It's when you've been having your doubts, you know, you know that trust wise or more you don't trust this person. You get, you know that this person always avoids issues, well, probably
Communication. Yeah. By then itself, the
communication.
feeling will begin to dwindle gradually.
Yeah, you understand. Gradually, the thing fades away. You just people are there. Probably if it's marriage, people are still there because children are involved. But for most people that prioritize their happiness over everything, they walk away one hand like they are not happy. They are not happy. They can't be in bondage. Do you
Yeah.
understand? Yes, if you be or over time, if you've been you've seen these signs and all of that, the love gradually fades away. Like I said, it's a feeling. I cannot love somebody that doesn't listen to me,
Yeah. That doesn't respect you.
respects me. Fine. I could have that feeling initially of oh that intense affection for this person. But along the line I find out that this person doesn't respect me, doesn't regard me. And you expect me
Yeah.
to continue. It's not
Yeah.
possible, except myself.
Yeah. I
Fine, a
agree.
love relationship, but there are other things that would make it work. I won't say because oh I have this intense feeling for you, you're not good for me in terms of financially. You're the kind of person that you want me to go and get you uh to build you a house. You know that I cannot afford it at that point in time. You understand? Or you want to financially you're going over the moon for like you're not being reasonable, you're not being rational, and you expect me to still love you. You're
Yeah.
gonna wreck me. You're gonna
Yeah.
wreck me financially.
Yeah.
You
Or
understand?
let's use
So I
the
should quickly say something,
So
please,
I
because
know
I have to go down.
you
okay,
want to
okay,
argue.
Richie. No,
Sorry,
let
Richie.
Richie
You
come
want
in.
argue that oh if someone loves you the person will be able to understand you, you'll be able to like but that's not always the case. Like I always say, don't just love your heart with all feelings, also use your head, try to think. You get
Yeah.
because if you're so focused on love you ignore all the red flags, you ignore all the signs. But when you use your head you think like oh I like this but this person, and you've talked
Yeah.
about it and it to change. Try also to use your head, not just all the feelings, because feelings could be deceitful. Do you
Yeah.
understand? It comes and go. So if you really want to be happy, don't just focus on say, oh, the emotions, the love, the feelings, and all of that. Try to see them and use your head. Look for patterns. You
Yeah.
get. Don't ignore because they're always there. No matter
Yeah.
how the person may
Yeah.
always.
I
So it's
agree.
somebody that is in love that will want to ignore those signs. If you'd want to agree for those relationships that are broken up for one reason or the other, these signs were there, but they chose to ignore it because, or some couldn't even see it because they were all in love. They were
Emotions.
so involved in all of that. So if you are the kind of person that doesn't want to just love or think with your heart, but also with your head, you will see the signs. For
Yeah.
for for I of a pastor that beats his wife. During the relationship, she didn't. What I asked her during the relationship, did she see these signs? They were there, but as a pastor, and so what? So they were there because he's a pastor. You ignored it. You get, because you could see, even if he didn't physically hit you during that period, you could
Yeah,
see
the
how
sign.
his voice, how he relates with other people around you. You
Yeah.
get those. I also have a friend that broke up with collective friends, broke up with a guy just because the guy hit her once, and that's a strong red flag. The person came and apologized, yeah, but
He's
that
gonna do
and
it again.
I'm like, you made a very good decision. Fine, you love this person, but you're not going to tolerate somebody that's going to beat you when you
Yeah.
get married.
It is gonna do it again.
Definitely do it again. You
Yeah.
get, so signs that you should look out for.
Yeah.
The love over time, trust me, it won't be what you'll be looking for.
Yeah. Yeah.
It won't be what you're looking for at all.
Yeah. We just let Richie. Let's hear what Richie has to say this time. Richie.
So, like I said earlier, that this love of a thing, it's stage, you know. So I believe that what you're trying to like say, because you are saying to yourself alone, but I am saying that the two of you have to be in, as in on the same. Oh, sorry, I'm cooking, so I'm having the. So the two of you have to be on the same level.
Yeah.
Yes, the two of you have to be on the same level. I cannot go and marry someone, or I cannot be loving someone that I know that doesn't love me,
Yeah.
even though the person is telling me, like before I got married, my spiritual father told me, come, if you are loving, love with your head.
Your friend. Yeah.
And that is what has kept me. If I'm loving, I think, I
Yeah.
monitor, I observe, am I on the same level with you? Are we thinking the same? Are we doing things the same?
Yeah.
Can you tolerate me as much as I can tolerate you? Like, do you love me enough?
Yeah.
When you hear that this is what I did, do you love me? Do you love me enough to still stay?
Yeah.
And I give them tests too. Any man that comes by, I test them. Oh God, I test them. I have to test. It's not like maybe I'm perfect, but
Mhm.
I believe that if I have to be with you, I know that I love you.
Yeah.
So I cannot be the only one in the relationship. We have to be in it together.
Yeah.
So if we are saying is love enough, I believe that we're talking about the two people, not one person. So the two of
So
us should be in it together. So the two of us, let me use myself and my husband as an example. I will not be here if my husband doesn't love me the way I love him. And I won't be here if I don't love him the way he loves me. The
yeah.
two of us, left and hand, we have to wash ourselves together, our
Yeah.
hands together. As in, yeah. So this is what I mean by love is enough. Because Mr. Rock was saying something about when the man is sick and he has a lot of money. Let's forget about the relationships, the marriages we are seeing these days. There is more out there. Let's forget about these things that we are seeing these days, that everybody is just pursuing money. Everybody is just
Mhm.
after money. There's more. There are many marriages out there that they are not even what's it called? They are not financially okay, but their love is still keeping them.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that if you are in love, you should forget about when you see red signs. I'm
Yeah.
not saying that when you are in love, you should forget about
Can I
money.
just ask you, Richie, what's your definition of love? Because I think we're saying the same thing, but we're saying different. What's your definition of love?
Sorry, I have to drink water.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm cooking, so
That's fine.
the
That's okay.
yeah. So sorry. Okay, if I should tell you my honest opinion, I don't have a definition for love,
Yeah.
and I've never looked for it because I believe what I believe when it comes to love. That is why I don't like changing it when I talk about love. I just say exactly what it is because when I go and I start searching the definition of love, it gives me a different
Yeah. So
opinion
I
from
think
what I have.
the love that you are talking about is
Mhm.
a mature love, yeah, which is a decision. Okay, so the one that we are talking about is that intense feeling. Yeah, you meet someone, you have butterflies in your stomach, you love this person, you're
But
not
the
mature
truth is that
enough.
there's no butterfly in any stomach.
Eh?
There's no butterfly in any
Yeah.
stomach.
So for some people they have butterflies in their stomach, so they meet this person, they want to be with this person, but they're not mature enough to know that okay, this person deserves my respect. It,
But when you start looking for this butterfly um goes to the wrong person.
eh?
Yes, now when you start looking for this butterfly, you keep looking. That is why you see many people looking for butterfly. The man will be beating them because of the butterfly they have in their stomach. They
Yeah,
will
so
not
it's that
go.
feeling. Yeah, so some people feel like, okay, I love this person, therefore I will stay with this person in this relationship. Even though the person is hitting them, they're still with the person. Even though they are not happy, they're still there because they feel,
Or because the person has money.
or because the person has money, they
Or
feel they
because
love
the
the
person
person.
after the person beat them, the person come to give them good
Yeah,
s.
yeah. Some people
So
are wrapped up in their emotions. So emotions. So I think what we're trying to say is that your emotional feeling of love cannot keep the relationship. In order for the relationship to thrive, those other things that you're talking about, that you need to love me back. So that's your brain coming into. So it's not just you feeling those emotions. Now your brain is working. Okay, you need to trust me. You need to love me back. You need to respect me. You need to communicate with me. So that is another level of just those initial feeling that we start our relationships with. And the example I gave where I said, okay, this person could not do without me, and your example as well. So those were at that time, it was all emotions because we were immature
and obsessed.
and obsessed, probably. Immaturity, obsession, it's
Infatuation.
all about the emotions at that time. But
Infatuation love. You just think
yeah,
that this person loves you, but
yeah.
voila,
And the
it's
person
not it.
really thinks, and the person at that time thinks they love you as well. But it's all emotions. So when you now start thinking like, okay, what do I really want in a relationship? If I want to spend the rest of my life with this person, what do I need from this person? One, I need this person to respect. We need to have shared visions, shared prospects. We need to be going in the same direction.
Sorry, let me not cut it short. I have to go down now, but let me just say this last one. I would say that it is very important for everyone to define love in their own way. When you
Yeah,
do so, you understand it in your own way and you know what to look at for.
yeah,
Because when you keep defining love with another person's opinion, then
yeah,
you get it wrong. Okay,
yeah,
we define love. For example, I keep defining love as okay, I say love is not enough, or this I look at for money, I look at for this, and when I see these things, I see them as love. When a man tells me he loves me, because he said he loves me, he buys me flower, he buys me expensive things, he bought me a house, he protects me, then I would just take it as love because Everyday Matter said that when you look at for these things, then it's enough.
mhm,
Yes. So I believe that everyone um should define love the way as in, on their own, as in I believe they should have their own definition of love, so that you know what to look at for.
yeah. I
So
agree. And
this
like
is
we
just,
said,
yeah.
everyone has their own definition.
Yes,
And
everyone. I will not disagree with Mr. Roland, and still I will not agree in all he said, but I still did disagree. Everything are important, but I still disagree because I will stand my view 247 to
yeah,
still stand that, yeah.
love
But
is enough.
Yes, because this is what I have experienced. I have experienced the butterfly in the stomach, and it didn't. So I'm
Yeah.
sorry that I'm laughing here, but people keep looking out for butterfly in the stomach, and at the end of the day, they realize that there is no butterfly anywhere, or the butterfly just they ended up with one let me use the wrong word, tout that will be beating them up here and there because of the butterfly in the stomach. I
Yeah.
love him. I can't do without him.
Yeah. And there are
Because
people like
someone
that.
told them that there's butterfly in the stomach.
Yeah. There are people like that, that stay in relationship that are toxic because they feel
Butterfly.
they love the person. Yeah. So that's why we're saying that love is not enough. But again, if you look
And
at it from
your Thunder Scorpion said you need respect. How can you even disrespect someone that you say you love?
that's the point that we're trying to talk about. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. People say they love each other, but they act in certain ways that
But that is
doesn't.
not love. For me, in my own opinion, that is not love. If you disrespect someone that you claim you love, then it's not love.
Don't forget that
Look,
love is an emotion. Okay, from our perspective, from
yeah,
the angle we're
from
coming
your point
from,
of view, yeah, it's true.
the angle we're coming from, Richie, is
Mm-hmm,
the emotion, that intense emotion, that intense feeling
mm-hmm.
that you say, "Oh, I love this person.
Yeah.
I can't do without this person." That's
I'll be at the
immature
background.
love. Yeah.
I'll be
So
at the
it's
background.
and thank you so much for coming, and thank you for sharing your opinion with us as well. So I like the
Yeah.
fact that we've got different opinions and we're sharing our views. So someone says it's trust. Richie said trust, love is enough. Roland said love is not enough. Thunder Scorpion said love is not enough. You need trust. And I think everyone is hammering on the point that we need trust in relationship, and I believe that we need respect. We need communication for that love to last. So yes, we could start off by loving each other, but for it to go the long way, for it to last, those other ingredients need to come into play. I'll just read some comments. The guy who exposed the savage tape wants to tell her I love you. So that was something else that happened a couple of months ago. Somebody leaked a tape and all of that, and we feel that the only person that could have leaked that tape was the person she was with, but honestly, we don't know if he was the one that leaked the tape or not, but if he was the one, at the point, he would have said, I love you, but then maybe he wanted something more and then leaked the tape, maybe to blackmail her to get money or whatever. But we don't know that story, okay? And Victoria America is saying, but what if he or she pretends at first to be good, but later everything went wrong? And as a woman, you try making things right, but still he or she refused to cope or to change. Okay, so that's the question. The very day that respect goes, the relationship ends. Exactly. Exactly. So you are in this relationship with someone and things happen and the person disrespects you or starts disrespecting you. Yeah. So in order for that love to last, that respect needs to be in place. So respect, love, trust, all of that. Everything has to be together for that love to last. Okay, and Richie, Victoria is asking a question there. Let's see if we can highlight a question. Um, okay, Victoria is saying, if he or she pretends and things turn around in the future. So, in my opinion, I'll let you speak, Roland. You say if the person pretends that they're in love with you or they love you, and then later everything went wrong, and you try to make it work, but the person refuses to change. Yeah, what do you think, and what would you advise that they do in that situation?
Sorry, I was just trying to mute myself. Um, wow, that's a really dicey one. Firstly, I know some persons can pretend you
Yeah,
get what they want, and when they get what they want, they reveal their true nature. You get. So, like I would always say, in relationship or getting to know someone, Don't just focus on how this person treats you only. Focus on how he or she treats others.
Absolutely.
And because if you focus on yourself, you may get it wrong. Do you understand? So it should not just be you. How does it treat you? How does it treat others around you? Do you get? So with that, you're able to tell what kind of person you are getting yourself involved in. Do you get?
Yeah.
When you focus on yourself, it's easy for the person to probably pretend for a very long time and you will not see those flags. But
Yeah.
when you're a person that you're very sensitive, because definitely he can treat you in a certain way for a while, but it doesn't treat others that same way.
That
You could
same
also
way.
this person has this part in him or her as well. Oh, when is it going to be my turn?
Yeah.
Because you're going to get to you. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and
I'm
I
just
agree. I agree. If someone is in a certain way to you and is not this and is the opposite with the other person, it might just be that at that time they are having butterflies in their stomach and all of that. When time happens, like after a long time, after a period of time, the person is going to revert back to who they are because that's who they really are.
yeah,
Okay. So sometimes it might not even be that they were ending. Seems like one of your stream is having connection issue. Okay, that's so it might not be that they were pretending. It might be that at the initial stage they felt they loved you, or maybe they were coming to you for a specific reason. And Richie talked about it as well. Like maybe they wanted you because they wanted to lay with you, or maybe because they wanted your money. They've gotten what they want. You understand? So they are back to being their real self because that's who they are. And if you are in a relationship with someone and you find out that they are they suddenly change and you're trying to make it work and it's not working, then like we said earlier on, you need to take a step back, review your relationship, ask yourself, what do I really want? Is this what I want for my life, for my future? Because like we said, it's easier and better to break a relationship than it is to break a marriage. It's easier. A broken relationship is better than a broken marriage because at that time a lot more have been involved because you've decided to commit to that person. So if you're in a relationship with someone and the person is not wanting to change, despite the fact that okay, you are telling them that you need to change, or I don't like this, or why are you doing this, or why are you doing that, or you've changed, this is not how you were at the beginning, and if they're like, you know what, this is me, accept me, you need to, like I said, you need to take a step back. And if it means that relationship comes to an end, then let it come to an end. You understand? You'll be saving yourself from a lot of trouble before going to that stage of getting married, whereby it's there, so it can still be broken, but it's not what we want.
yeah,
You understand? We want to hit the nail on the head, cut it at the bud. How do they speak it? At the bud before it germinates. Okay, because it's easier. Oh, bye, see you later. You move on and hopefully find someone that will treat you better, someone that appreciates you, someone that will love, respect, and trust you, someone you can trust, someone you can love equally than someone that will treat you that way, that won't care about your feelings. Okay, so it's really important that we do that. So everyone's point is taken. Everyone's point is important. Um, who else? The very day respect goes, the relationship ends. Mr. Love is like a bandit who can delete innocent citizens at any time. But real love don't die or and that's why I said, and I think it was I think my husband and I, we have conversations a lot. And what he said to me is that love is a decision. Do you understand? And that stuck with me. So it's a decision that you make to say, okay, I've decided. So apart from the way I feel about you, I've decided to love you. I've decided to respect you. I've decided to go the long run with you. Because if you don't make that decision, and again, it's an intentional decision. So you need to work. If you want your marriage to work, don't just say, oh, I love you and sit down there. You need to work to make it work.
yeah, exactly.
So Yeah, you're right. Thanks for that. Okay, that's fine. Exactly. How does they treat people around them? Yes, exactly. I don't know if anyone else has any more comments or if anyone else is coming up. I've put the link to the stream up there. If anyone else wants to come up, I think we might have another
So,
5 minutes.
but is there a new link to join the live section? Oh, sorry, to join and uh, listen, because some people are saying that the first link you sent to me prior to is
Oh,
not.
there's another one.
Oh, you didn't send that
If they
to
go to
me.
my channel, if they go on YouTube and go to my channel, it should be there. So which means they've
Oh,
missed out on the whole thing.
yeah. So my
Oh,
friends couldn't even join.
oh no. And we're almost rounding up. All I
Yeah.
know is, so if they go to my channel, Everyday Matters, it should be there because I can't share the link now because if you know this thing, how it was difficult for us. So if we go on now, but they can watch the whole thing again. They can watch it because this has been an amazing
They
session. Sorry?
won't be able to share their views.
They can they can um they can go on my channel,
Yeah.
join the live stream from there. And if they join the live stream, the link is, I've pinned it to the chat. So if they want to come up or if they just want to type, they can do
All
that.
right.
So they go to Everyday Matters. You can, if you have your phone, you can go on my, or any other device, go on my channel, copy it and send it to them. Okay, so Zadok World is saying, Um, all I know is there's always a sign. You just choose not to see it. So when it happens, you start saying it just started. No, sister, brother, it didn't just start. You probably wanted to get married.
Yeah.
You know, so the signs, just like you were talking about that person that got married to the pastor, the signs are always there. And that's what we talk about looking for red flags in relationships. What are the red flags? What is this person? I think we've done a video on red flags before. I think we're going to have you again, Roland. Maybe in 2 weeks' time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
because we want this session has been very impactful, very educative, and all of that. A lot of good ideas have come from you. Even myself, I've learned a lot from you. But the signs are always there. So the sign will always be there to say, okay, this is a red flag. So you as a person, you know what it is that you want in a relationship, in a person that you want to be with. So I know I want someone that's honest. I want someone that treats me in a certain way. I want someone that um communicate just like you from your conversation. I know communication is a big one for you. You
Yeah.
know, so communication, someone that communicates with me in a certain way, someone that loves me in a certain way. So if you are now with someone that doesn't do all those things, then you know that okay, this is a warning sign for me, it's a red flag. If you are with someone that maybe hits you, or someone that hits you once or twice, then that's a red flag. Okay, that means that when you get into the relationship, it's going to happen. And Zadok Word is just saying that you saw it before. You just wanted to, because you're desperate. Sometimes we're desperate because we feel like, oh, I'm getting old, or my friends are getting married. I want to go ahead and do it as well. Because you are desperate, you want to get married, you do it anyway. And then at the end of the day, you start complaining that it just started. No, it didn't just start. We've got Henry. Let's see what Henry has to say for another 10 minutes, I think. So, hey, what's your take? Do you think love is enough for marriage, or where are you coming in from? We can't hear you. No. Are you muted? I've unmuted you. I've unmuted you, so I don't know why. Anyway, I think we've had enough for today. Okay, but thank you so much. We're going to come again 1 hour and 34 minutes. So that's a lot of time, a lot of information given. So your friends need to go back and watch the video, and you need to share it as well.
Yeah.
So that people can see what we talked about, hear what we talked about, because these things are important, right? They're important for people to hear and know these things, that love. So yes, it's good to love. Love is important in a relationship, but is it enough? Okay, that intense feeling that we have, can it stand the test of time? Yeah, can it stand the test of time? So when troubles come, maybe when the one of the partners become unwell, or when someone loses their job, or when something happens, would that love be enough to stand the test of time? Henry is back. Let's see if we hear him this time. Can you hear us? No, still can't hear. Well, I'm glad that it's not everybody I can't hear today. Can anyone hear him?
No, no, I can't hear. Henry, you could as well type what you want to share. It's almost
Yeah,
7.
yeah, that would be a good idea. Just put in the chat, because we can't hear you. Sorry. We might have you as our guest next week.
Yep.
But yeah, and like I said, we need to ask ourselves, if you're in a relationship, you want to ask yourself, is this love going to stand the test of time? You need to put your thinking caps on. Are there any red flags I need to be looking out for? Even though I love this person, are there red flags I need to be aware of, I need to think about? Bye, everyone. Have a glorious week. Thank you so much, Zadok Ward, for coming. I really appreciate you. Thank you, everyone, for coming as well. So we're going to be doing another live stream. Roland and I are going to be coming back. We're not sure when, not next week, but hopefully sometime soon. Okay, maybe the week after next. And then we'll talk about maybe a follow-up, or talk about something related to what we've talked about today. Okay, but thank you all so much for coming. Zadok World, Elias Matters, Richie, Victoria, Mr. Rock, Thunder Scorpion, thank you all so much for coming. Let's have a look. Who else is there? Inspirational by Mary, thank you for coming. Onome Odie, thank you for coming. Who else have I got? Fortune ahead, Henry, thank you for coming, and thank you for trying to join as well. Thank you all so much. Yangas in Dubai, I know you were here. Chama's Kitchen was here as well. Thank you all, everyone. Kenya TV, thank you all so much. So even if I have not called your name, probably because I've not been able to scroll all the way up. But thank you so much. And Roland, I really do appreciate you for coming, for your patience as well while we try to sort out this stream. Thank you so much. This section has been impactful. Well done to you both. Thank you so much, Elias Matters. I hope that we've learned something from this session as well. Well, thank you so much. Have a lovely week, everyone, and I'll see you next week or the week after, I think. All right. Bye, everyone. Bye. Bye.